Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Paul Moore with Texas Best Rider and Rider Course Center. I'd like to thank you personally for signing up for our motorcycle safety class. Now, when riding a motorcycle or learning to ride a motorcycle, safety is paramount. For that reason, we require that students that participate in the riding portion of our class wear appropriate protective gear. That starts with a DOT-approved helmet and full-finger gloves. If you don't have these items will be provided for you when you show up for your class. Some items that we cannot provide for you, but you're required to wear would be eye protection, such as prescription glasses, sunglasses, or protective goggles, or a face shield on your helmet. You must also have sturdy, long pants like jeans. Please don't wear any jeans or long pants that are ripped or torn. You must have over-the-ankle shoes. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take just a minute to talk about your class times. Now, we recommend that our students show up approximately 15 to 20 minutes before the class, as your instructor will have forms that you're required to fill out before you can participate. If you're under 18 years of age, please ensure that you have a parent or legal guardian present with you, as they'll need to sign forms before you can participate in the class. It's important that you have picture ID or a driver's license if you're 18 or over. If you are a minor, we require a minimum that you have a learner's permit. To obtain a learner's permit, you have to know rules of the road to pass a driver's safety course. Those are things we do not teach in our class. So please show up about 15 to 20 minutes early for your class. Make sure you have a driver's license or a learner permit or a picture ID, a parent or legal guardian if you are underage, and arrive early enough that you can fill out the forms that are required before the start time for your class. Now, the ending times for every class is only a guesstimate on our part. We do not guarantee what time a class will end. Classes vary in length from class to class, so therefore we ask you not schedule anything close to the ending time of your class, because classes sometimes run later than the time that we mention on our website or in the materials that you receive. Ladies and gentlemen, the class that you're about to take is a basic rider course. This is a course that was developed by the Motorcycle Safety Foundation and approved by the Texas Department of Public Safety. This is a course that you are required to take to get licensed to ride your motorcycle on public highways in the state of Texas. This course is a 15-hour course. You'll have approximately 5 hours of classroom instruction and 10 hours of instruction on the range, as you see these students participating in as we speak. Now, in the classroom, you'll be issued a student workbook. You'll watch video clips that pertain to different topics we're discussing in the classroom, and you'll have a very professional instructor that had years of motorcycle riding experience that will do everything in their power to facilitate your learning. Upon completion of the classroom portion, you'll be given a written test. It consists of 50 questions. They're true, false, multiple choice, and they're not complicated. The riding portion of your class consists of 17 exercises followed by a skills evaluation. At the beginning of each exercise, your instructor will clearly state the objective of that exercise, followed by a description of the way the range is set up and detailed instructions on how you're to ride the exercise. Now, after you're given these instructions, your instructor will get on a motorcycle and actually demonstrate the exercise for you. It's critical that as a student you show minimal proficiency with regards to the objective of an exercise before you'll be allowed to move on to the next exercise. A student can be removed from the course if they're deemed by their instructor to be dangerous, or if they fall off of, drop, or crash their motorcycle at any time during the class. Also, if a student's learning is not pacing with the class, that student can be removed from the class for the benefit of the entire class. We assume when you show up for your class you have adequate balance to ride a motorcycle. We also assume that you have adequate motor skills to manipulate the controls of a motorcycle precisely in a way that you need to safely ride the bike. We make no guarantee that you will learn to ride a motorcycle or that you'll successfully complete this class. What you are purchasing with your tuition is the opportunity to learn to ride and to learn to ride safely. At the completion of the riding portion of your class, you will take a skills evaluation. You'll ride 4 exercises and your ability to do so successfully will be evaluated. Most of our students have no problem successfully completing this portion of the class. Ladies and gentlemen, we feel that it's important that you understand that we conduct these classes in all temperatures. Today it's very warm, and sometimes it's rainy, or sometimes it's cold. So we suggest that you check the weather report and find out what the weather's going to be like on the days that you'll be taking your class and plan accordingly. If it's a warm day, you'll need to hydrate. We can spend up to 5 or 6 or maybe even 7 hours on the range riding in the heat. So it's important that if you want liquids to drink, such as Gatorade or water, anything of that nature, that you bring that with you. Oftentimes, student will bring a cooler filled with ice with bottled water. That's acceptable, and we have places you can store those items if you bring them. Some students bring a snack so they can have something to eat between exercises. It's common that we will break for lunch around the noon hour, but even if we do that, we still spend a lot of hours on the range. It's rare that we'll shut down a class due to weather conditions. Oftentimes, if a front moves in, an electrical storm or anything of that nature, we'll temporarily suspend the class until the system moves through, and then we'll continue the class. If it is going to rain, we suggest you wear proper rain gear to keep dry. And again, hydration is critical. So if it's going to be warm, the day before your class, hydrate well. Make sure you show up to class with anything that you want to drink with you and prepare properly. This is not unlike riding your motorcycle on the road. You must prepare and make sure that you have the tools and supplies that you need to ride safely. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when you participate in our course, you're going to have a very professional instructor that has years of motorcycle riding experience. We'd like to introduce one of our fine instructors, Ben Gooding, and Ben is in the process of teaching a class today. Some of the students that you've seen in the background are taking his class. So Ben, can you tell us how your class is going?
Our class is going fantastic, Paul. It's a good day out here. Everybody seems to learn really well, following the objectives. We're doing really well out here today.
Okay, where are you in the process of your class right now?
As far as the process, we just finished up exercise 9, which is basically learning how to stop quickly in the shortest and safest distance possible. And we're about to move on and take a break, and we're going to go do the classroom.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about the classroom?
Yes, the classroom, what we'll do is we have a rider handbook that's provided to us by the Motorcycle Safety Foundation. We'll be going through there. We've got study questions we'll be going through the classroom, issuing out to the students. We also have training aids, videos to go along with the material in the classroom as we discuss the material.
Awesome. Now, your students right now are on a lunch break, is that correct?
That is correct.
And then they'll be over to the classroom? Well, I'm thinking maybe we'll join you for part of the classroom, just kind of see how that looks. And maybe you can give us some pointers on what you're doing over there.
Absolutely. We'd be glad to discuss that with you.
All right, Ben. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Paul.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to the location of our classroom. And we thought it'd be a good idea to give you an idea of what you might expect and how your classroom is going to go. So behind us, you'll see a class that's in session. In just a minute, we'll get the instructor to come over and give you an idea of what they're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, we thought we'd just take a minute to show you kind of what the classroom looks like. And we've got Ben here again to kind of give you an idea of what his students are doing in the classroom right now.
Hello, Paul. What we're doing today is we're just watching training videos to go along with the material that's provided to us by the Motorcycle Safety Foundation. We'll also be doing study questions in the classroom as well, and then what we'll end up doing is taking a knowledge test as well.
Okay, Ben, can you tell us how long the classroom takes from start to finish?
From start to finish, it's roughly about 5 hours in the classroom.
Okay, Ben, and how difficult is that test?
The knowledge test is not difficult at all, Paul. So long as you follow along, you're able to retain the information and do a 50-question multiple choice test.
Last question, Ben, how are your students doing today?
Right now, my students are doing fantastic. They've got a fantastic instructor and an awesome school that they're working with currently, Rider Course Center, and the owner, Paul Moore, is a pretty good individual.
Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at the completion of your motorcycle safety class, your instructor will conduct a wrap-up session. During that session, your instructor will tell you how to get licensed, how to obtain your motorcycle endorsement, the steps you need to go through to do so. And we have some nice parting gifts for you, as well as some materials that we think you'll find useful after the class. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions regarding anything we've covered in this video, please feel free to visit our website, which is texasbestrider.com or ridercourse.com. On both sites, we have a Q&A section that should answer any of your questions. Also, please expect to get a phone call or an email or a text message from your coach prior to your class. It may be necessary that we pass along last-minute information. We also want to make sure that you know where your class is located and the times for your class and any relevant weather conditions. Any information that we need to pass to you, your coach will do that. We'll make contact with you prior to the start of your class. Normally it's the evening before your class is due to start. Now folks, we trust that the experiences you'll have in your course, as well as the things that you'll learn, will lead to many years of safe and enjoyable motorcycle operation. And I'd like to thank you once again on behalf of all of my instructors and staff for choosing our school to take your motorcycle safety class.